Okay, hello everyone, welcome to Doing Group. We are the manufacturer of the waste lithium battery recycling equipment. If you're interested in this kind of equipment, the recycling business, you can contact with us. We are a manufacturer. If you want to get the equipment, you can contact with us. Today we're going to share the waste lithium battery recycling equipment to process the waste things, this hazardous waste, lithium battery to the copper, aluminium, black powder, and with other kind of products. Well, just lithium battery, for example, in China, they have plenty of waste-less batteries. So it's very hard to produce when we can't just throw them randomly. A large number of this waste is just a problem to disposal. So by using this technique, this crushing and separation technique, we can not only to protect the environment, which reduce the pollution from this harmful substance, such as the heavy metals, the organic solvent, or other equipment. And also, we can recycle the valuable metals, such as the cobalt, nickel, lithium, or some metals like copper, aluminium, to achieve the resource recycling. So this is why we have this kind of equipment, and today we're gonna to share what materials we can use and what products we can get, and also we will share the detailed technique of our equipment, like the 3D layout and the working technique, the working process, and also we will give you some examples, the project cases to show how our equipment look like, and some details. So just during this live show, if you are interested or have any questions, you can send a private message to us in the comment section. Or if you want to know more information, you can also leave your comments or your contact ways to us, or your WhatsApp, your email. Then our sales manager can contact with you immediately to give you more information, like our catalog, our certificate, and also the quotation. Depends on your capacity and raw materials. Okay, and just any questions, just feel free to ask in the comment section. And now the picture shows us about the raw materials that we can process. Well, we have can divide into two parts of the waste lithium battery. The first is the NMC, a lithium battery that contain manganese, nickel, cobalt. This is one of the main materials. And another thing is the LFP lithium battery, well, containing the lithium and phosphate or other equipment. And then if we just certificate by the physical characteristic, it includes the power lithium battery, hard shell lithium battery, or the mobile plastic shell soft lithium battery, and so on. And also the positive and the negative of the lithium battery we can all process. And this is what raw materials we can use to start this crushing and separation technique. And then here is the finished products we can get by using this processing. And one of the main products is the black powder. We have this is we just add them, and we will call it the black powder. It's just include the graphite and the phosphoric acid. And also the kind of metals is the copper and aluminium that occupy nearly 20 to 30% One of the is just occupy half of them, and the black powders occupy nearly 50 to 55. And also we will have 3 to 5% of the the plastic graphite. This is the all contained or the final products we can get. So the product purities, the purity of the black powder is above 98%, and the size is about 100 to 140 mesh. And the copper and aluminium contained the black powder is within 2%. Hi, my name is Veronica. Well, just are interested in this technique or any other questions about this, you can just leave in the comment section. Or if you want to know more information about this, if you can just leave your contact ways to us privately, and our sales manager will contact with you immediately and send you our catalog and the quotation. And this is the working process. To process the scrap lithium battery, we're going to include the pre-processing step, the crushing, and the separation step. First is we get the scrap lithium battery, we will have the pre-processes to discharge. To put the lithium battery into the concentration of 8 to 15% of the sodium chloride solution and soak for nearly 48 hours, and so that the positive and negative terminals of the battery will short circuit to let the discharge completely. And then we can choose the natural drying or equipment drying. Well, just if your capacity is smaller than 500 kilogram per hour, then you can just dry them by yourself. Or if you have a large capacity, a large business, more than 500 kilogram or just 1 ton, 2 ton, 5 ton, need to process every hour, so you can choose the drying machine. This is the carbonization machine or the drying machine we have. And so after, just before drying, we will need to put it into the shredding machine, the pre-process step called the double shaft shredder, to put the scrap lithium battery to this shredder and crush them to 3 to 5 centimeter, and to better for the other crushing and separation step. And this machine we can feed the wet materials. So after the scrap crushing step, we can go to the drying step, the carbonization furnace or the drying furnace to dry the materials. So the materials, moisture of the material is better lower than 15%. And because this, it will have the heating step, the carbonization step. The temperature of the furnace inside is nearly 100 to 450. So the electrolyte inside will just evaporate. And because we will have the carbonization step, it will have the smoke that we will process the several environmental friendly process equipment to purify the smoke that we need to emission, like the spraying machine or the active carbonization to absorb the dust, and the UV photooxygen system. Because different regions, there are different policies to process the smoke, so we have different plan for you to choose the most suitable equipment that in your regions. And then after drying your materials, we will go into the separation step. And the first is the crusher. We call it the hammer blade crusher. It's kind of impact crusher by the high speed rotation of the hammer blades in the crushing chamber, and so as to make the materials to be crushed smaller than 10 millimeter. This is the first crushing step, and then the material will go into the first rotary screen. It will go into it just by using this sealed wind conveyor to this, and inside them we will have a 120 mesh of the screen to screen this black powder. It's kind of the black powder inside, which is reached to the standards of the sizes. So in this step, we will collect about 60 to 70% of the black powder and other raw materials like the copper and aluminium, and they will go into this next processing line. And then the material will go into this, the liner vibrating screen. Well, it will use vibration of the screening, and different products are controlled by multi-layer screen and discharged from their respective outlets. So the two-layer screen is 2 millimeter and 100 mesh, a stainless steel wire mesh. And the top layer of the screen is the diaphragm. So in this step, we will just collect all the diaphragm. It will go into the first layer and to cycle them. And the second layer, it is the copper, aluminium, and kind of the black powder. And in the bottom layer, it is the all the black powder. So this is the liner vibrating screen. And then we will go into the magnetic separator. Well, this and this step, it can be changed. So the places can be changed. And this magnetic separator is using to separate iron inside these products. Well, just if your material is the maybe this plastic shell lithium battery or the hard shell lithium battery, it will have nearly 3 to 5% of the iron inside, because the iron is much more cheaper than the copper and the aluminium, so we need to select them. And because the sizes is will have some harmful to the crusher, the blade. So it's better for us to separate them. So this is why we set up the magnetic separator. This is an optional device to separate iron. And then we will go into the second hammer crusher to crush the materials to 6 millimeter, and then the second rotary screen is a little bit smaller the sizes than the first rotary screen. This is 6 meter and this is nearly 4 meter. To separate in this step, the recovery rate of the black powder is nearly 95%. You can separate more than 10% of the black powder. The mesh in this step is 140 mesh. Then is a grinder. The grinder will grind the materials, most is the copper and aluminium, as the granular shape to get the final particles. And then add the vibrating screen. This is to control the sizes and to separate the iron and plastic, while the rotary sizes is equipped with the one is 50 mesh, an up layer, and the 120 mesh in the lower layer. So the small amount of the black powder will come out in the lower layer, in the third layer to collect, and then we can just ensure nearly all the black powder are recovered. And the second layer is the copper and aluminium. Then this mixed copper and aluminium will go into the air separator to separate them. And the third layer, and the first layer that some sizes cannot throw to the lower layer that cannot reach to 50 mesh will go back to the grinder to grind again. This is why we set up this ID vibrating screen. And then when it comes to the copper and aluminium, they will go into the air separator, or called the air gravity sorter, will utilize the combined action of airflow and vibration on the materials. So the larger copper particles will settle to the bottom, and the smaller aluminium particles will just suspend on the surface of the raw material layers by the action of the airflow. So in this link, the recovery rate of the copper and aluminium is about 98%. So this is the whole production line of the raw materials of the lithium battery recycling equipment. And here is the word. Well, if you can't see it clearly, or if you want to get the catalog, you can send a private message to us. Tell us your WhatsApp or email. Then our sales manager can send you the catalog and other information. Okay, and let's read it again. Like this, first is the starting step. We'll put the scrap batteries into a 6 to 5 sodium chloride solution, and to just discharge completely and to light the negative and positive to circuit. And then to the shredder, we'll break the battery to small particles. This is the pre-processing step. And the carbonization step, the furnace will be heated by 100 to 450 degree by gas or electricity machine. There's two ways it can be an option to make the liquid volatilize. And then the glass and smoke removal system is linked with the carbonization system. During the above process, we need the glass cleaning system include spring tower, active carbon system, and UV photooxygen catalytic. And for the whole production line, there are no more other pollutions except the smoke, but only we have some dust because all the materials that are scrap lithium battery, they may have some dust that's on the surface. So we will need this post dust collecting system to collect the smaller dust, and a cyclone dust collector to collect the bigger dust, to ensure that no other pollutions during our production, and it's more environmental friendly. And then the first crusher material will be crushed to smaller than 10 millimeter by this first crusher, and the first rotor screen we will get about 6% black mass from it. The screen is 120 mesh, and then the magnetic separator to remove the iron, then a vibrating screen to remove to the diaphragm, and the second crusher crush the material to 6 millimeter. Second rotor screen get about 95% of the black mass. Grinder to grind the copper and aluminium to granulars. Then the anti-vibrating screen to control the sizes of the particles and to recycle all the black powder. So this is the equipment features. So you can have a look some features of our equipment. That one is the high purity output and the high separating rate. And the technical standard of our equipment. The first one, the recovery of the metals, we can reach to 98%. And the powder recovery rate also 90%. The content of the material in powder is smaller than 1%. So this is the equipment layout. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly. This is designed by our engineer, and our equipment can be customized. So If you have any like the unique requirements in your workshop, you can send your requirements to our engineer, and we will set up the one-to-one design for you. They are all customized. So you can see the first one is the feeding step, and the two's name is the belt conveyor, and this is the shredding system. This is a drying machine. And then the first hammer crusher, first rotary screen. And what is a 10? This is the liner vibrating screen. And the 11 is the magnetic separator. It can be changed the places. And the 12th thing is the cyclone dust collector. Just link with the second rotary screen. Sorry, second hammer crusher. And the 14 is the second rotary screen. And 15, 16 is the grinder and ID vibrating screen. Then 17 is the gravity separator to separate the iron, copper, and aluminium. This is also the cyclone dust collector. This 19 was the 19. This is the pulse dust collector. And here is the purification system, the spring tower. And this is the 3D layout, or it can be customized. So you can send your requirements to us, and we will give you the unique plan for you. And this is the equipment list. You can have a look at this before you just customize. I can see the model and the power for reference, because we have different capacity. Small one, we have 100 kilogram for 500 kilogram per day or per hour. And also we have just 1 ton, 2 ton, 5 ton per hour. Like we can process nearly 20 to 50% every day. Pound every day. And here is the sizes, different step. You can see about the power of each equipment, or we can send you about this catalog, and you can see more clearly. And if you have your materials now and your capacity, you can tell our sales manager, and we can give you a unique plan, or it can be customized. You can talk about with our engineer. The wind conveyor, second hammer crusher, wind conveyor. And this is the air separator, an important equipment that is to separate the copper and aluminium by using the air flow and the gravity, this combined influence of the materials. And this is the posters collector with the 30 kilowatt is to collect the dust. Its inside is a filter bag. We don't need to change it every day. So it will have maybe half of the year. You can change it. I will have a wind blower to clean it. And here is the spare part list for reference. Just it will just please check this part granularly and replace them according to the actual situation. Maybe to include with the certificate that you have and the working efficiency. The first is crusher, and most of the spare parts are the blade and the screen. So we need to change it nearly every day or every 3 months. And also the filtering bag, like as I say, half of the year, 6 months, you can change. It is enough. And some remark about just like the delivery time. It will include with your capacity, or is there any storage device that we have. And the price term, the different plan for you, for our customers in all over the world. And about the warranty, we have 1 year warranty. And also, if you need the installation training, an engineer, you can tell us. You can send the engineer to your countries and to help you to install, operate, and train your workers. This is also the after-sales service, and this is the equipment, the product cases in India. And now we are customers in all over the world, more than 120 countries. So if you want to visit our product cases, you can also send a private message to us. Our sales manager will contact with you immediately and give you our catalog and the price list. And now let's look at about some video of the lithium battery recycling equipment. Like this is the real device, the hammer blade crusher, and this is the motor. And the rotary screen. And then here is the wind conveyor, the cell transportation environment to this grinder and ID vibrating screen. And this is a cyclone dust collector. This white one is the air separator to separate the copper and aluminium. This is outlet of the copper, back is from the aluminium. And this is the postage collector to collect the dust. Here is the whole production line, part of the production line, sorry. And here is the hammer blade crusher to crush the particles. And the rotary screen, the screen is 120 mesh or 140 mesh to separate kind of the black powder. Some of our clients just have this businesses to recycle the black powder because they have the lithium inside, and other valuable metals like the cobalt, manganese, or other things. So this is the main purpose to have this business. And this is the devibrating screen. You can see here's 3 layers. And the first layer is the particles that not reach the standard will go back to the grinder. Second layer is the copper and aluminium that go into the air separator. And the third layer is the black powder. We will cover all the black powder in this step. Okay, and this is another video. The rotor screen lenses. This is a small prototype, and most of the equipment is 6 meter or 4 meter. Okay, and here is the processing step. The belt conveyor, and this is a magnetic separator to separate the iron. There's the whole production line. Well, if you want to know more information, you can add our WhatsApp or email. Now let's introduce again. Return to the very beginning. Let's see some pictures. And this is the ID vibrating screen, what it looked like, and the grinder, a small grinder. And here is the cyclone dust collector to convey and to purify the dust. Like the liner vibrating screen, they're kind of different with other factories. So some other factories will also just use multiple liner screening machine instead of this rotor screen. Compared with the liner screen of black powder, the rotor screen has the characteristic of large handling capacity and high short-term rate. So that is why we have this liner vibrating screen. This is a rotary screen. Okay, now let's start from here. So you don't need to worry about the noises or pollution during our production. Well, the noises of the equipment is under 65 decibels, which meets the regulations of the industrial park. And just in fact, the under normal circumstance, the crusher is a little bit louder. So if you just set this part industry in the residential areas, it is best to post this sound proof treatment. But other pollution like the dust or smoke or chemical waste or water pollution we don't have. Like the dust, we have the post-dust collector, and the water we don't use the water in this industry. And about the smoke, there are no smoke. If you need the drying machine, they may have some smoke, so we just certificate with the different purification system. And about the chemical industry, they know this pollution because they're all physical production. About the crushing and separation, it's very environmental friendly and very easy to control, and it's more safe than some chemical industry. So this is some brief introduction of our technique. And first is the raw materials. We have two steps of the materials. One is the NMC and the second is LFP. So NMC include manganese, nickel, cobalt, and LFP includes like the lithium, phosphate, etc. to we can use recycle. And for different physical characteristic, there are power lithium battery, hard shell lithium battery, mobile, plastic shell, soft shell, aluminium shell of the lithium battery, and also the positive and negative lithium battery we can all recycle. So the product price of the copper powder is maybe 60 to 70,000 each ton of the copper, and aluminium is nearly 10 to 20,000. And black powder nearly 110,000. So most of our customers want to sort out the lithium in the black powder. But just for reference, because the market has changed. Here is final products. So the common handling capacity is 100 kg each hour. But if you need a smaller or larger capacity, you need to confirm with the engineer. So all they can be customized. And this is the working process. And most lithium battery use the positive materials as the main basis of naming. The most common used raw material are lithium, cobaltate, and lithium magnate, lithium phosphate, and ternary materials. So it includes the positive material occupies 40%, negative materials maybe 5%, and the electrolyte composition for 16%, and also we have 20% of the diaphragm. And diaphragm is between the positive and negative plate of the battery. It acts as the insulation. Well, the main function of the diaphragm is to separate the positive and negative electrode of the battery to prevent short circuit. So, like the different proportion of raw materials is 20 to 25% of the positive side include the lithium and positive powder, and negative include the copper and also negative powder, diaphragm, and the outermost shell. And here is the working step. First, to put the scrap lithium battery into the concentration of 8 to 15% of the chloride solution, so for 24 hours, to discharge them completely, and then to put it into the scrap to crush them into the double shaft shredder. Can get the particles around 2 to 5 centimeter, and then go into the drying machine. Use electric heating or gas heating, where the heating temperature in the furnace is 100 to 450% degree. So the electrolyte in the battery is completely volatilized. In smaller capacity, like 500 kg per hour to 100 ton per hour, is not necessary for this drying machine. Can be used for larger capacity. And then the first hammer crusher is a kind of impact crusher to crush the particles into 10 millimeter. The blades and the screen of the scrap crusher is spare part. It should be changed according to the running time. And the second rotary screen, so it will just use the air transportation system to the fully sealed rotary screen for screening through the 120 mesh screen surface rolling rotary screen, so that the qualified materials is discharged through the rotary holes. And the black powder here are recovered about 60 to 70. A line of vibrating screen is used vibration for screening. Different products are controlled by multi-layers screens to discharge from different outlets. And the two layers of the screen mesh are 2 mm and 100 mesh stainless steel. Top layer of the screen is diaphragm, second is a copper and aluminium, and the bottom layer is a black powder. The recovery rate of the diaphragm is about 98%. And then the magnetic separator is to separate iron. Second line of vibrating screen, second hammer crusher to crush the particles into 6 mm, and the second rotary screen to crush them again, and is 6 meter long and has a 140 mesh screen. At this point, 10% of the black powder is screened out. By this step, the black powder recovery rate is 95%. And the grinder will grind the raw materials, mostly are copper and aluminium, at this granular shape, and to just have finer particles. And the ID vibrating screen will have the equipped with 50 mesh screen in the upper layer and 120 mesh screen in the lower layer. A small amount of the black powder come out for the lower layer of this ID vibrating sieve, and the middle layer sieve out the copper aluminium mixture into the next level of the sorter machine. ID vibrating screen is a high precision screening machinery with low noise, high efficiency, fully power, and just other materials. So black powder in this recovery rate is 99%. All the black powder we can recycle. And the last step is the air separator. The air gravity sorter utilize the combined action of airflow and the vibration friction on the materials. So the lighter copper will settle to the bottom, and the smaller aluminium particles will suspend on the surface of the layer by the action of the airflow. And in this link, the recovery rate of the copper and aluminium is about 98%. And here is the 3D layout. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section, or if you want to know more information about our equipment, you can add our WhatsApp or email. You can send your information to us privately, tell us your requirements, your capacity, efficiency, or your plan. Then you can talk with our engineer and we can give you a unique customized equipment certificate, or send you our catalog to know more information about our company. We are the manufacturer in China, and the name is Doing Group, Doing Holdings, that manufacture for the tire, plastic, e-waste, and also biomass recovery equipment. So if you don't have any questions, then it's time to say goodbye. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. If there are no more questions, then we will end this live show. You can add our WhatsApp, or you can search our website. There are some articles, and other information, more detailed polymer in the website to get more information about this equipment. Here is a lithium battery, the working processing line. Okay, and there are no more any questions or no more users in my live show. So then time to say goodbye. Thank you for watching today. Have a nice day. If you want to know more information or buy this processing line, you can contact with our sales manager. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.